वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स, आपका यूट्यूब चैनल शंकर कोचिंग में स्वागत है। मैं प्रोफेसर प्रेम शंकर आज 10th क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स को 10th का एनसीईआरटी बुक मैथ्स का चैप्टर नंबर 2 पॉलिनोमियल पढ़ाऊंगा। आप इस वीडियो को अंत तक देखिए। अगर मेरा ये वीडियो आपको पसंद आता है तो आप इसे लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें तथा अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें। चलिए वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। चैप्टर पॉलिनोमियल। First one we will discuss introduction, then we discuss graph, then zeros of the polynomial, and what is the relationship between zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. Then lastly we will discuss the division algorithm. Actually, what is the polynomial? Polynomial is just a type of a equation. Type of the equation like this. It will start it like this. Suppose a naught plus a1x plus a1x square and so on, a n to the power x to the power n is equal to 0. So this is what? This is the polynomial. Poly means many terms. Now one term is there that is called the degree of the polynomial. What is the meaning of the degree of the polynomial? Highest power. The highest power is called the degree of the polynomial. Suppose I have x4 plus x cube plus 2x square plus 3 is equal to 0. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Degree of this polynomial is 4 because it is the highest power. 4 is the highest power. Similarly, if suppose this one is not there, okay, and now I am considering this equation. So in this case, the degree is x to the power cube. So then we have the different special type of polynomial also, like linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. So these are called the special type of polynomial. In the special type of polynomial, for example, power is 1, means degree is 1. If the degree is 1, then it is called the linear, means ax plus b is equal to 0. So this is called what? This will be called the linear polynomial. Linear. If the degree is 2 means, let's suppose I have ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So this is quadratic polynomial. It's a special type of polynomial. Then if the power is 3, degree is 3, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. This will be called the cubic polynomial. So these are the special type of polynomial, and we will discuss linear, quadratic and cubic also related to its graph. In the graph case, we will discuss the quadratic one in detail. Okay. So this is all about the introduction portion of the polynomials. Let us start the graph. For the graph, we will consider first linear equation, then quadratic equation, and at last cubic equation. So the general form of the linear equation is let's suppose y is equal to ax plus b, and I want to draw the graph of y is equal to ax plus b. So how I will draw it? So for drawing this one, mind it at this point. Suppose I am taking this point. So if I put it here, x is equal to 0. So what will the value of y is equal to how much? B. So this point here was nothing but this is your x is 0, so 0, and y is equal to b, so 0 and b. Now if I put it here, x is equal to y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, the point will be at somewhere here. It will be your minus b by a, that is the x point, and then 0, because y is 0 here and x has some value. If I draw the graph, so this is the graph of the y is equal to ax plus b. So this is for the linear equation. Now I will come to the quadratic equation. I want to draw the quadratic equation. quadratic equation. Already I discussed the general form of the quadratic equation is your ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now I want to draw the graph. Mind it, this graph of the ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a graph of a parabola. It's the parabola. Parabola means it is something like this. For the parabola case, either the parabola will be like this, it will be like this. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. So this graph is a parabola. Okay. Now it is either it will like this or the graph will be like this. It may be like this also. Let's suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis. This graph may be like this also. This is like this. So in both cases the graph is the graph of the parabola. Only in this case what is happening? A is greater than 0. A is greater than 0, and in this case this A is less than 0. If the A is less than 0, so this type of parabola will be there. If A is coefficient A is greater than 0, the parabola is like this. So we will see that in this case also 3 cases, in this also 3 cases. So 3 cases we will see in the case of the parabola. 3 cases are there in the case of the parabola. What is that? See, I'm discussing three cases one by one. Okay. So this is the case. The left hand side, the case is when A is greater than 0, and in this case I am taking the A is less than 0. So if A is greater than 0, how the values will be. So see this one. Okay. Likewise here also, one coordinate here, it will be like this, or it will be, see the next one, like this. So if A is greater than 0, the possibility is that this graph will be something like this. This is when A is this one. This is obviously x-axis and this is y-axis. Or the graph will be something like this. This is in the second. Or the graph will be like this. It will be like this. So this is your x-axis, this is y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis and y-axis. So 3 cases you are seeing. So likewise when A is less than 0, in that case also 3 type of the graph will be there. 3 type of graph will be there. In that case also. So it may be like this, inverted. This will be, or it will be like this. This is like this, or this will be like this. Okay. Obviously this is x-axis, this is y-axis. This is your x-axis and this is the y-axis. This is x-axis. This is the y-axis. Now, in all cases, we are saying what? At this point, this cuts to this 2 point. Here it is 1 point, and here it is not cutting the x-axis. So likewise here, when A is less than 0, it cuts the graph at the x-axis at 2 point, here at 1 point, and here it will be. So that means what? If this case will be 0, means the zeros are 2 point. Zeros are 2. Here it is zeros are 1. And what about this last one? No zeros. In this case, it will be your no zeros. No zeros. Now, similarly, If you will consider the a is less than 0, in that case, cutting 2 points, so zeros are 2 zeros. Zeros are 2. Similarly, in this case, zeros are 1. Zeros are 1, and in this case, there will be no zeros. No zeros. So, this is the graph of the quadratic equation. After seeing the linear equation, graph of the linear equation and quadratic equation, I will discuss this graph of the cubic equation. Suppose the cubic equation is your ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Let's suppose I want to draw the graph of this one. So since the degree is 3, so the zeros are how many zeros will be there? 3 zeros will be there because degree is 3. So this is x-axis and this one is the y. This is x-axis and this is the y-axis. So this degree is nothing but degree. This will be like this. It cuts at the 3 points. That means the 3 zeros will be there. 1, 2 and 3. 3 zeros will be there. Now we will see some more examples and we will find how many zeros are there. So I am taking the few examples in which we will see how many zeros are there. Okay, so let's suppose one by one I will take the examples for finding the zeros. How many zeros will be there? Okay, like this. Suppose this. So how many zeros will be there? Let's suppose the first one is like this. The first one, x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is parallel to x-axis. It means no zeros because it's not cut anywhere in the x-axis. So this means you have no zeros, no zeros will be there. Now see one more here, and let us find how many zeros are there. Let's suppose the graph is something like this. This is like this. This graph is something like this. How many zeros? The zeros will be how many? How many? It cuts only at 1 point. So 1 0 will be there. 1 zeros will be there. Then come to the next one. In the next one, suppose the next one is there. It will be the next one. So it will be cut like this. Suppose the graph is like this. This is obviously x-axis. This is y-axis. Now I want to find how many zeros are there. So how many? 3 will be there. 1. This is 2. This is 3. So how many? So 3 zeros will be there. 3 zeros. 3 zeros will be there. Then come to the next one. Let's suppose it cuts like this. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. At x-axis it cuts at the 2 point. So how many zeros will be there? So it will be 2 zeros. 2 zeros will be there. Now next come to the next one. The next one. So it will be like this. This is. Now I want to find how many zeros in this case. So cut the x-axis 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. So how many zeros will be there? So 4 zeros will be there. So this is the 4 zeros. Now the next one, and that is the last one. I'm taking this as the x-axis. This is the y-axis, and the graph is something like this. This is like this. So the graph cuts at the 3 points. So how many zeros will be there? So 3 zeros will be there. So 3 zeros will be. 3 zeros will be there. So in this, I will start the problem one by one. First of all, I will take the linear equation. Linear equation is what? This is ax plus b is equal to 0. I can say that x is equal to minus b by a. Or this is equal to how much? This is equal to your constant divided by coefficient of x. So for the linear equation. Now come to the next one, come to the quadratic equation. In the case of quadratic equation. So for the quadratic equation, I have the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Let's suppose I am taking what? I am taking alpha and beta are the roots. Alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So I can write it ax square plus bx plus c is equal to some constant k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. X minus alpha into x minus beta. This is equal to your how much? K into x square, then x square and minus how much? Minus beta x, and then minus alpha x plus alpha into beta. So I can write in this way also, is equal to k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta, like this. So what is the value of alpha plus beta x? So this minus alpha plus beta is equal to how much? K times minus alpha plus beta. This will be equal to how much? This is equal to your how much? This coefficient is minus alpha k times, and this will be equal to how much? This is equal to, if I consider this one, this is your b, the value of b. So your alpha plus beta is equal to how much? It is your this alpha plus beta. Now we will see the cubic equation. After linear quadratic, we will see the cubic equation. So since it is a degree 3, so degree 3 means 3 roots will be there. So first of all, I am writing the general form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. This is the cubic equation. So since it's the cubic equation, so alpha, beta and this gamma are the 3 roots of this equation. So first one is your sum of the roots, so that is alpha plus beta plus gamma. As in the case of the quadratic one, this is how much? This will be equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to how much? Minus b by a. It is minus b by a, that is equal to your coefficient of this x square divided by coefficient of this x cube. Then come to the next one. So it is your alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. So that is equal to how much? That is equal to this is your, as in the quadratic equation, this is c by a. So c by a is equal to how much? The c. So this is the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of this x cube. Similarly, suppose I want the product of that one, means alpha into beta into gamma. So this is equal to how much? D by a. So d by a is equal to nothing but it is your constant divided by coefficient of or this as x cube, coefficient of x cube. So this is the for the cubic equation. So these are the cases where the this zeros and coefficient of the polynomials are related. Now the next one is the division algorithm. So division algorithm is let's suppose divisor is gx, and let's suppose this dividend, this px is the dividend and gx is the divisor, and let's suppose qx is the quotient and rx is the remainder. So in the symbolic form I can write in this way, this is gx, and here you divide it by px, and then I will get the here qx, and the remainder is here suppose rx. So the division algorithm is this px is equal to this px, this is equal to your gx into qx plus rx. This is the division algorithm. Okay, so I can write in this way. This what is the dividend is equal to gx. What is the value of gx? It will call the gx as a divisor. So divisor into qx, that is your quotient plus how much? Plus remainder. This is that. So this is the divisor algorithm. Now let's suppose I'm taking one example. I'm taking the value of, let's suppose, px. The value of this px is equal to x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. And let's suppose I divide it by gx, and the gx is how much? This is your x square plus 1 minus x. This one is, I want to divide it. So this is the dividend, the divisor. So first of all I will arrange this one, the highest power of the highest degree, then lowest one, then last one. So in this way we will arrange this one. Now I will divide this px and qx. So I have this x to the power 4, not this one. I will divide it to x4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. And now I will divide this by gx. That gx is what? That is gx is nothing but it is x square minus x plus 1. X square minus x and plus 1. So I will divide it in the division process. So this is your how much? X square. So x square. So this is x to the power 4, and the value of this one is how much? Minus x cube, and then how much it is? It is your plus x square in this way. x4 minus x cube minus this is x4, then minus x cube, then it is plus how much? Plus x square. So this minus x cube will be as it is. So this is minus. This is how much? This is the plus. Okay, now, and this will be your minus. So how much the value will be? The value will be your x cube, then this is your minus 4x square plus 4x plus 5. X cube minus 4x square, x cube minus 4x square plus 4x plus 5. Then I will take the next one. So I have to write here how much? It will go plus x. Plus x will be there. So how much the value? So it is your x cube x cube minus x square plus x. So this is minus, this is plus, this is again minus. So what is the value? It will be minus 3x square plus 3x and then plus 5. Then I will put it here, how much? Minus 3 if I put it here. So how much it will be? The value will be here. This is minus 3x square plus 3x and then this is minus 3. So this is plus minus plus. This 2 will be cancelled out and I will get to 5 plus 3, that is okay, 8. Now I want to check whether the division algorithm is true or not. So for the division algorithm, this value will be this x4. This must be divided. So divisor is how much? I am getting the divisor. So this is what divisor is equal to how much? X square minus x plus 1. This is the divisor. And what about the quotient? So quotient is your x square plus x minus 3 plus remainder. So plus it will be 8. Okay, I want to the value of this one. So obviously this will be equal to how much? X square into x square plus 8, x minus 3. X square into x square, then minus x into x square plus x minus 3. X square plus x minus 3. Then lastly I have plus 1 into x square plus x minus 3 and this is plus 8. So this must be equal to how much? This must be equal to px. I will solve this one. So I will get it here how much? X to the power 4 plus x cube minus 3x square, then minus x cube minus x square plus 3x, then plus x square plus x minus 3 plus 8. Now I will solve this one. Solving what I am getting here. This is x to the power 4. This x cube and this x cube will be cancelled out. Okay, now this x square and this x square will be also cancelled out. So x4 minus 3x square. X4 minus 3x square. Then I have this 3x plus x. So this is plus 4x. And I have minus 3 and plus 8. Obviously it will be equal to how much? Plus 5. So this is equal to how much? This is equal to dividend. So the division algorithm is true for this example. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubt, write in the comment box. If you like the content of the video, please like it, subscribe it and share with your friend.